everyone, it's Stephanie here with a video for my favorite things. In today's video, I am going to be using some new products from the January 2017 release to create a fun card that's going to have a sentiment window and a custom greeting. So I'm going to be using the new Big Hugs Dynamics dies to cut out the large word hugs, and then I'm also going to be using the new Well-Connected Alphabet stamp set to stamp both the word sending and the word sister on this card design. And then in addition to the card, we're also going to do a little bit of stamping on the envelope to make it match with our card. So to start off, I have some white cardstock that I've cut to 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I've just went ahead and scored that down the center to create a top folding card. And I'm going to take the hugs word and I'm going to die cut it out of the front of the card. Now you just want to make sure when you run it through the die cut machine that you open up your card so that you don't cut through the back, and you want to position the die on the lower left corner of the card. Now once I have that die cut, I'm going to get a piece of pattern paper. So I'm using the new Hearts and Stripes pattern paper pad, and I'm using the pink and white stripe piece here, and I'm going to cut the word hugs out a second time using this pattern paper. So I'm just going to run that through my die cut machine, and then we're going to adhere these letters to the inside of the card. So what I want to do here is I want these letters that we've cut out to line up perfectly with the window that we've created on the front of the card. So the easiest way to do this is to take your liquid glue and close the card completely and use liquid glue and add the adhesive right through the letter. And then what I like to do is kind of put the letter into the opening and then use my tweezers to kind of hold down the letter as you pick up the top of the card. And I'm just going to repeat this process with all of the letters until I have the entire word adhered on the inside. And then when we're done, we're going to have the great window on the front, which works perfectly with this die because the letters are so big. And then we have the great striped pink detail on the inside of the card. Now once we have the hugs word all adhered, we can go ahead and start to work on the rest of the sentiment. So we're going to be using the new Well-Connected Alphabet stamp set, and this stamp set works to create like a calligraphy typed handwritten font where all of the letters join together when you stamp them. So you have uppercase letters as well as lowercase, and I'm just going to stamp out the word sending on this banner that I've created. So you can see here as I make my way across the banner, I'm just making sure to stamp the letters kind of over top of each other so that they form one full word. So this is just a really fun stamp set. It makes you be able to create beautiful sentiments if you don't have the greatest handwriting, and it's just a beautiful font when you have everything stamped together. So I did the sending on the banner, and we're going to use that on the front. And then I wanted to personalize the inside, and rather than it just saying sending hugs, I wanted it to say sending sister hugs. And this is just a fun way to kind of add a little bit of personalization to a card. You can easily stamp out names or specific sentiments, pretty much anything you want with this stamp set. So I decided to do a matching envelope to go with the card. So I'm using the same stamps and I am doing the word sister once again on the front of the envelope. And now it's going to match perfectly with the card that we've created. I wanted to add a little bit of color around the black stamping, so I'm using this tiny heart from the Love is in the Mail stamp set, and I'm just going to use some pink lemonade dye ink, and I'm going to do a few stamped hearts around the word sister on the envelope, and then I'm going to do one little heart on the card, and I'm going to do that right above the word sister that we stamped on the inside. So when the card is closed, you're not going to see any of the stamping that we've done. You're only going to see the word hugs through that window that we've created. To add the banner to the card, I went ahead and trimmed down a little bit off the front of it there so that it would fit into the area that I'm going to add it. And I want to tuck it in behind the letter H and kind of make it look like it's kind of coming out from behind there. And then I'm going to adhere it directly across the rest of the word on the front of the card. So I just added some adhesive on the inside of the card base, right in front of the H there. And then I added some adhesive on top of the card front where the banner is going to kind of lay across that word. And then I'm just going to press that down and adhere that to the card. So we end up with this fun banner kind of intertwined into the word hugs. And then when you lift it up, you see the great hugs word that we've added to the inside of the card. So just a really fun, unique design, a fun way to add a little bit of a window and some color and some customized sentiment using the new Well-Connected Alphabet stamp set. So this just shows the card with sequins and without, depending on how detailed you want to get. So thanks so much for watching today's video. If you want to check out a couple more videos, please go ahead and click those on the screen, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.